Fazza was never the kind of person who believed in temporary things. In a world where people came and went like seasons, he was different. He didn't understand how someone could promise forever, and then disappear like it meant nothing. For him, love wasn't just a feeling. It was a decision. A quiet promise. A kind of loyalty that didn't need to be spoken every day. He lived a simple life, calm, focused, and a little distant from emotions. Not because he didn't feel, but because he felt too deeply. And somewhere inside, he believed that maybe real love wasn't meant for everyone. Until the day, everything changed. It was an ordinary evening. Nothing special. The sky was soft, the air was calm, and life was moving the same way it always did. And then, he saw her. She wasn't trying to stand out. She wasn't loud or overly expressive. But there was something about her, something peaceful. The kind of presence that makes noise fade away. Her smile wasn't perfect, but it was real. And somehow, that was enough. Fazza didn't fall in love at first sight. He didn't believe in that. But he did feel something shift inside him. Something quiet, something unfamiliar, something that stayed. Days passed, and their paths kept crossing. At first, it was just simple conversations. Nothing deep. Nothing serious. But even those small moments felt different. They talked about random things, laughed at nothing, shared silence without awkwardness. And slowly, without realizing, they became a part of each other's routine. Fazza started noticing things. The way she listened carefully, the way she remembered little details, the way her eyes softened when she smiled. These weren't big things. But to him, they meant everything. Love didn't hit him like a storm. It grew inside him, quietly, gently, day by day. And one night, as he sat alone, thinking about her, he smiled. Not because something dramatic happened, but because he realized, she had become his piece. That's when he understood. This wasn't just attraction. This wasn't just a phase. This was love. Real love. But love, no matter how pure, is never without tests. There were days when things weren't easy. Misunderstandings appeared, silences grew longer, distance tried to create doubt. There were moments when it would have been easier to walk away. Moments when ego could have won. But Fazza didn't leave. Because he knew. Real love isn't about perfection. It's about staying, even when things aren't perfect. Instead of giving up, he chose to understand. Instead of reacting, he chose patience. And slowly, she did the same. They learned each other, deeply. He understood her fears, the things she never said out loud. She understood his silence, the emotions he couldn't express easily, and somewhere in that journey, they stopped being two separate people. They became a team. Not perfect, not flawless, but real. And that's what made it beautiful. Time passed, but their love didn't fade. It didn't become boring, it didn't turn into routine, instead, it became stronger, more calm, more deep, more certain. Her smile still had the same effect on him, his presence still made her feel safe, even after everything, they still chose each other. Every single day. In a world full of temporary connections, they became something rare. Something lasting. Something forever. One evening, under a quiet sky filled with soft stars, they sat together, without saying much. There was no need for big words. Fazza looked at her, the same way he did the first time, but this time, with certainty. He didn't need to question his feelings anymore. He didn't need to doubt anything. Because she was still there. After all the ups and downs, after all the tests, after all the time, she never left. And softly, with a calm smile, he said, I don't want a perfect life, I don't need a perfect story, I just want you, in every moment, for the rest of my life. She looked at him, and smiled. That same simple, real, peaceful smile. And in that moment, nothing else mattered. No past. No fears. No doubts. Just them. And that's when Fazza knew, some loves aren't temporary. Some stories aren't meant to end. They don't need noise, they don't need perfection, they just need two people, who choose each other, again and again. This wasn't just love. This wasn't just a story. This was forever. This channel is all about poetic stories and emotional content inspired by Sheikh Hamdan bin Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum Fazza, the Crown Prince of Dubai. Here, you will find deep poetry, love stories, and powerful lines reflecting his royal lifestyle, silent strength, and emotional side. Backhand index pointing right. Please like and share and subscribe my channel for more beautiful poetry and poems. Red heart. Thanks for watching my videos.